Production 57321. Take one. Hey guys, Joe here, back with another prop that I wanted to show you guys. Well, this isn't necessarily a prop, more of a production used item on the show. We're talking about this. This is maybe one of a kind. Well, it's definitely one of a kind, but I don't know. This might be the only Knight Rider set used clapperboard still in existence. So, I'm probably wondering where we got this. Well, we found it at an auction a number of years ago, and it tells a wealth of information about its use on the show. So let's take a look at it, shall we? We know here, so obviously it says Knight Rider, and we've got director Bob Brawlver. Most of you know Bob. He was the stunt coordinator in the first season of the show. He came back to direct a couple episodes of the second season as well. And this was his personal, well, not his personal, he didn't own it, but this was the clapperboard that was used on set whenever he was filming some of the second unit action sequences. So obviously you have the first unit, which is when they go out and film, you know, Hasselhoff and the dialogue and basically all the non-stunt work. And then you have the second unit, and the second unit is responsible for the stunts, right? So it's a whole separate team that goes out. A lot of times while the first unit is filming in one place, the second unit will be out filming in another place. Can't talk today. So this is really cool because it gives us information and it gives us a date. And with this date, we're able to determine that this clapperboard was from the set of Nobody Does It Better in season 1. February 28th, 1983. Now, I believe that episode, if you look it up, was directed by Harvey Laidman, I think. And obviously this says Bob Brawlver. And that's because they had two directors. They had a first unit director and a second unit director. Bob was the second unit director. And we can see cameraman R. Metz. And I believe R. Metz, he was a pretty well-known cameraman at the time. I think he did work on Jaws as well. But, and then down here at the bottom, we see it's in chalk, but it's kind of faded and hard to see, but we've got, it looks like it says 132 C or S, but this would be scene 132. So the last scene that this was used to film in was scene 132 of Nobody Does It Better. And this would correlate with the scene in that episode where Kit is driving by himself, Armand and Flannery are in the SUV, and Kit comes up and drives beside him, driverless, and runs him off the road. So this would have been the clapper that was used for that scene. How cool is that? And then here, this would have been your take. So it looks like it says take 2. So scene 132, take 2. So that's pretty neat. And this was for the D camera. They had multiple cameras from multiple different angles. This was the D camera. So, and you can see here we've got tape covering the camera and the date, because obviously the date would change and it was easier for them to just put tape over it and write another number on it. So actually this has many layers of tape on it. The cameraman, and, you know, always curious what's underneath this, but of course we would never peel it away to see who, you know, what other scenes or episodes was this used in. And the neat thing is then we turn it around and there's a whole another wealth of information here. So we can see here, this is clear, and you can see the words Universal Studios backwards here. So originally in this corner, this said Universal Studios, and then the production was probably written somewhere else. But over time that got changed and got written over, and now it just says this. And you know what? I just noticed, look at this. Right here, I don't know if you can see it, underneath these layers, you can actually read, because this is clear. It says Brawlver, but it says it under the camera line. And then it says 573 5730 something. And this would have been the production number. You know, if you guys watch my episode commentaries, I always started out with production 57 blah blah blah. So this is production 5730 something, and I'm gonna have to do some digging. This will correspond to a first season Knight Rider episode. So chances are this was used on multiple episodes. It wasn't just used in Nobody Does It Better, but that might be proof of the other episode it was used in. And then we have information about the camera and the film down here. So pretty cool piece of, you know, Knight Rider history right here. And obviously the hinge is still in good shape. We've got wear on it as to be expected. The really neat thing is, once we acquired this, we had the opportunity to reunite this clapperboard with Bob Brawlver. Took him out to dinner and took this clapperboard, and he just thought it was the neatest thing. So neat to be able to bring this piece back to someone who used it so many years ago. So another unique piece from our Knight Rider collection there, clapperboard.
And now, while we listen to Joe's selection of Knight Rider music that we received directly from Don Peake himself, we'd like to thank these Patreon supporters. Look at you guys scrolling up the screen to my right. Wait a minute, how can you tell which side is my right, since you can't see me because I'm not on camera? Oh well, you know what I mean. We're featuring these fine supporters at our Knight Rider Prop Restorer level. Thank you very much for your support. And for those of you at the Knight Rider History Hunter level, we're recognizing you right now in the description. Now, if you enjoyed seeing this golden nugget of Knight Rider history being rescued from obscurity, then please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support would empower us to bring you even more of these historical nuggets. We are the Knight Rider Historians. Till next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.